Good afternoon. This is Vijay here. A happy Holi to you and your family members. Today is a weekend commentary, slightly long. Please bear with me, around 10 minutes. The times are getting tougher and tougher as days go by. Especially in the last 2 3 days, things have significantly deteriorated geopolitically. If you look at what has happening in the Middle East, that is between Israel and Palestine, things are getting worse. There is no ceasefire, though US is trying its best, and Israel is determined to increase its intensity and invade Rafah in the Gaza Strip. Now, you would have also heard the news in Russia on the weekend in a concert hall, more than 140 people were massacred by militants. Investigations reveal that these militants entered through Ukraine. So, therefore, you can expect an increase in intensity of hostilities between Ukraine and Russia. The last few days, Ukraine has been constantly bombing Russian oil installations. So that should also have an impact on the oil prices going forward. So this is where we stand. And now we also have the elections date being announced and the candidates lists being announced and the attendant recriminations between candidates in various parties is also visible. And then you have also have the electoral bonds issue, which is heating up. Therefore, we are now having a series of events which will dictate the way our equity markets go in the next few months. So these are really, really tough times. So how does one allocate assets in these tough times? Now, what we have done is that we have gone on the defensive. We have allocated much part of our funds into pharma. We also have ETFs in the precious metals, which is gold and silver. We also have gone abroad in terms of investing in Hong Kong based ETFs. So we have a mix of pharma, Indian equities. We have the Hong Kong index ETF. We also have the precious metals. And even among the Indian equities, we have hedged our bets by going short on the Nifty futures. So that is our personal portfolio, and we intend to keep it for the next few months. Well, let me just share with you some events which took place on the weekend, which are, I would say, quite alarming in the first instance. Let's take the USD INR. Now, the rupee has been very steady for many months. In fact, for about last 9 months, the rupee has hardly moved in 50 paise band. Now, suddenly on Friday, it took off. In the sense, when I'm showing it up, it means the dollar became strong. Rupee used to never cross 83.4 to the dollar. At all the times, it used to be around 83 to 83.20. Suddenly on Friday, it went up to 83.69. Subsequently, RBI seems to have intervened. Today, we are looking at it at 83.45, which is still on the higher side. Now, why did this happen? This happened because China, which was supporting its yuan, stopped supporting it in the last few days, and Chinese currency suddenly weakened. Now, because Chinese currency weakened, okay, I'll try to share that with you. Yeah, I will share with you the how the 9 months consolidation. It suddenly has taken off, and it went up to 83.69. Now, if you look at even the Japanese yen also was being supported by the Bank of Japan at 151 levels. So that means it is weakening if it goes above 151. But again on Friday, it went up above 151, and today it is trading above 151, and yet the Japanese bank has not done anything. And I mentioned to you about China. In case of China, uh, what has happened is that you see in case of China here, where is that? Yeah, probably it's here. Sorry on that. Okay, I'm not able to show you the China here. Sorry, it's here. If you look at China here, uh, the Chinese currency suddenly weakened to 7.22. Today it has strengthened, but still it is trading above 7.20. Now, why should we be so worried about China's currency weakening? So if you go back as to when the last time it weakened was sometime in 2015. 2015, they actually announced a surprised devaluation, China. Now, Chinese economy today is very similar to what was happening in 2015. So, see the impact on the Nifty. Nifty fell about 20% over the next 6 months. So, that is the kind of impact emerging market currencies as well as equities will have if China shakes up the currency market. So one should very carefully watch what China is doing. And so that is what one should be looking at, and one should be a little bit concerned about, is what I would say. If you take gold, for instance, you see, gold has, as I mentioned in the past also, gold has got a in head and shoulder, and now it is trading in a zone which is what we call the blue sky. So today it is reacted, but it's a matter of time before it goes to the target, which I think it will go to, which is 2,550 on US dollars. Silver has been also trying to strengthen, but somehow it has not yet crossed the $26. The moment it crosses $26, we will probably see it go to about $30 to $35. So that is as far as gold and silver is concerned. As far as equity is concerned, on Thursday, Accenture, which is the largest big boy in the field where Infosys, TCS, and Wipro participate. Now, on Thursday, it fell dramatically about 10%, 9.5% it fell. On Friday, it continued its fall by falling another 2%. Look what happened in case of Infosys. In case of Infosys, it fell about 2.7% on Friday. That is after we closed. And HDFC Bank, surprisingly, fell about 2% on Friday. So these are things which have happened in the US while we have slept over the weekend, and which we may have to face tomorrow. So tomorrow it starts off with a short week, but this week is likely to be extremely volatile, more volatile than what we have seen in the past week, is what the analysis says as of now. Equity markets globally are also weakening. On Friday, you had the Dow Jones falling about 300 points. Today, you had the Nikkei falling about another 400 points. On Friday, Dow Jones fell about 305 points. Nikkei, for instance, fell about 475 points today. So, all in all, you are having a system where there is a lot of uncertainty on the geopolitical scenario. You also have the situation as far as the equity market is concerned, which is they are weakening. Gold and silver are strengthening. Oil is very stable to strong. Then you also have other metals also forming a base, which we discussed last time. And most important is now the rupee, which has made an all-time low. So in such a situation, one has to be very, very careful and keep some money, keep some cash aside before we go whole hog next week. Before I close, I would like to thank all of you who have been following me. It's greatly encouraging. Please note, I am not a SEBI registered advisor. And also, please note that important updates, I put it on the community part of this my channel, where somebody asked me a question of why gold ETF prices are different from the physical gold prices. There is an explanation to that which I have put, and I put other daily commentary which I normally don't put it here. I do it there. So kindly look at the that column also. So kindly like this and share it and and encourage me. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.